All right, welcome into another edition of Catching Up with Tommy Mac here on 1010XL's podcast platform, 1010XL.com, the 1010XL app. I am live at my house in my, it's kind of like an outdoor studio. Hopefully you can hear me fine. I know everything's backwards. I haven't figured that out yet. I think my daughter told me I got to go, videotape it and then post it on Facebook. But I do like going live and seeing people on there and asking questions and whatnot. Of course, my show brought to you by Team Tommy Mac. And go to TommyMac.net, please. Check them all out. Just hit their logos if you would and take a visit at their respective websites. Some are veteran-owned and operated, Christmas sales, bail bonds, J-Dog junk removal, and others. And of course, today is Veterans Day, and happy Veterans Day to all the veterans and all the families of military men and women, past, present, future, man. I know it's all about the veterans. I think about our troops. I think about our vets. Of course, my dad was a veteran, my mother as a veteran, and my brother Bob as a veteran. All had served in different capacities, serving our country. I think of today. I think of all the men and women that have had to go to enemy territory, who've had to even more so be in combat, being injured in combat, dying in combat. I think about all their families. To me, and I know a lot of you feel the same way, when you enlist, especially when you know there's conflict or potential conflict, it's the ultimate sacrifice that you can make here on earth, in my opinion. It truly is, and God bless Pat Tillman. I know his anniversary was recently, and I love Pat Tillman and everything he stood for. But I remember when that story came out, and like media likes to do, sensationalize everything. And the story was, well, he walked away from millions. He walked away from the NFL, and I get that. And that's very, very noble. I can't even explain it. But that's not a bigger risk than leaving your family. Leaving your children, leaving your wife or your spouse or your better half or whatever, friends, families. Mom and dad, brothers, sisters, whatever, because you never know if you're coming back, and you never know if you're coming back the same. You know my father's story. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but, he went to war the day after, or he enlisted the day after Pearl Harbor, left a full football scholarship and learned to fly the B-24 bomber, did 23 missions. On 23rd mission, got shot down, prisoner of war for 11 months. Came home, went back to Rutgers, finished his college career as a fullback for the Scarlet Knights, and went to work after, like so many. They came home and built America and just went to work. So that's a big sacrifice, You just never know what's going to happen. So happy Veterans Day to all. They are the real heroes. There's no doubt about it. I love them all. I get to have them on my Horse's Mouth show a lot, and it's so cool. And I'll be honest with you. I've never said this publicly, but I'll say it here. They intimidate me the most as what I'm going to ask and how I'm going to act. The tech guys a little bit, because tech sometimes over my head. And I play a bartender, so I'm just kind of trying to keep the conversation going. But when the military men, when the colonels, I've had colonels sit down, generals sit down, and it's just like, whoo! You don't know what to say. It's just an awesome thing. So happy Veterans Day. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Okay, watch the tape this morning. It's so frustrating. It's a lot of the same stuff. There's a macro level, there's a micro level, right? I'll just take the defense. You look at the defense just from a macro level. Yeah, they held them to 12 points, no doubt about that, which is great. They were put in some tough situations from time to time. But overall, on a micro level, Minnesota did whatever they wanted against our defense for the most part. They did. They had drives. 12 plays, 17 plays, 16 plays. We couldn't get off the field. Although on third down we were better, which is crazy. And better on offense as well. We know how the offense sputtered after that one drive that was pretty good. You look at Mac Jones. It wasn't good. It wasn't. And then when you look at it, it still wasn't good. But there are, just like with Trevor, a couple drops, a couple miscommunication, Either the ball's not in the right spot or the player's not in the right spot. It's the same stuff, I know people out there like, oh, if Trevor was there, we won by 4 touchdowns. You cannot say that. You cannot. Maybe he's shown it at times, of course, but there's no consistency in his game where you're like, oh yeah, he would have done anything. No, I don't believe that. I don't know. Maybe he would have, but it doesn't matter because he wasn't out there. But Mac Jones couldn't get it done. The offense couldn't get it done. The play con wasn't very good overall. Some of it was okay. They had some things going, man. They did. You look at the Minnesota tight ends and how effective they were. Oliver, look at Oliver. Used to be a Jag. Went to Baltimore, I think. Good for him, man. Hey, keep playing, man. Keep playing. He can be a threat. He made some great catches. But you look how they utilized the tight end. And it was third down after third down after. It was crazy. One drive they converted, I think, 4 third downs, all to Hockenson or Oliver, or maybe all to Hockenson. We started with Strange. Get that kid the ball and more of Ingram and not so many out routes inside the numbers, down the seams, those type of throws. But I like what's Strange. I've always liked that kid since he's been here. I'm telling you, he could be like a use check type player, in my opinion. He's good on the run. He's good in the pass. He can block for you. He's not afraid to thump it up in there. But just, crap. It's funny. First of all, let me back up. Thanks to everybody who came out to Beach Bowl Saturday night. We had a rocking time. Thanks for staying. All 3, or we actually played 2 long sets, or 1 set and then a real long second set. Had to be done by 10. But thanks to Beach Bowl for having us out there. What a fantastic venue. Man, looking right to my right, cross all lit up in the night, just shining so bright, and a breeze coming in, and we rocked it. It was so much fun. I want to thank you all for coming. We played once again next at the Duval House on Duval Street, right outside the stadium on December the 1st before the Texans game. Hopefully we can somehow beat Detroit. I don't see it happening, but you never know in the National Football League. But I went to the gas. I just got done filming, got all my notes. I do my play-by-play. How many drives were there? Let's see. Jags had 10. They both had 10. They both had 10. And I'm getting out, and I see some people. I recognize one of them, and he was at the show, him and his wife, and Saturday night. And he thought I was talking about the show, and I just got fresh off watching the film, and I'm like, they effing suck. And he's like, who? You guys were great. I was like, no, the Jags. Oh, gosh, it's the same bullshit again. Same. It's just... the bend don't break, great, but you bent a lot. Darnold he's having a great year, but he came down to earth a little bit. Should have been 4 picks, but wasn't. Hey, our defense in that regard, they played hard. They were out there a ton. Too many, 3 and outs, so they were out there a ton. The time of possession, ridiculous. Now, listen. I couldn't find my glasses. I had them, my readers. So, I got to borrow my wife's, all right? I actually don't mind wearing them because they remind me of Elton John, and I think Elton John's cool. So, just bear with me, if you will. The time of possession, hold me closer. Yeah. Time of possession, where is it? It was like absolutely ridiculous. I should have had this in front of me. They kicked the crap out of us. I know that the amount of first downs was 25 to 10. 25 to 10. They had 25 first downs, and we had 10. I know time of possession's up here somewhere. Let's see if the computer helps me out. But nonetheless, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. So that's a tough way to win. It's a very tough way to win. Jags lose, of course, 12-7 on 4 field goals by a guy they signed on Tuesday. Life of a kicker, man. Always got, what a great message, though. You better be ready. You better be fucking ready when that opportunity comes. I don't care what we're talking about, but you be ready, and maybe you'll, good things will happen to you. But good for him, man. Made all 4. The one he just slid in there, no doubt. But 12 points for them, 7 for us. Aaron Jones killed us. He did. We couldn't cover the tight ends. They killed us. Let's see. Their total yards. I'm not a huge fan of yards, but because a lot of time it can be garbage time, but there was no garbage time. They had 402 yards to our 143. I mean, that's just despicable. Even with the backup quarterback. And by the way, it wasn't all his fault. I know everyone's like, he sucks and all that. Listen, there were throws that he made that were good. Gabe, he made a nice throw to Gabe on the side. Gabe can't get his gosh darn feet in. I mean, I think it was where it needed to be, pretty much. He was off, too. Don't get me wrong. He was off. I'm not saying but even the pick at the end, like, what are you guys doing? You're throwing it you're to a different spot. And why Gabe? I know why Gabe. I'll tell you why Gabe, because in practice, he's the backup, and that's who he throws to. And he's got chemistry with Gabe, probably during practice, so he looks for him. We don't use Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, come on. And by the way, Brian Thomas Jr. was open on that last play. Go watch it. Now, there was pressure, and he got hit right as he threw. I don't think he got hit before he threw, but right as he threw, he got hit. Walker Little they did a little chip. 51 Cashman, hell of a player. Chips Walker, knocks him over, and then comes around. By the way, our running backs suck in pass pro. They both suck. I don't know about Johnson, but Etienne's terrible. Bigsby's not much better. Bigsby gets hurt. He's out. I mean, look, Etienne was running somewhat effectively from time to time. He never went back to it. You never went back to Strange. You never used Brian Thomas Jr. Now, it sounded like there were communication problems, but that's like every week. You know? I don't know. Couple really bad throws, bad decisions. You know, I'm not, look, the play at the end, you're rushed, you're throwing it. You should have seen Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, he's coming late, a little late. But Gabe goes up, and he's coming over. And it's that same play that they always freaking run. And he was open. He was open and didn't see him. And, you know, Gabe goes in, and he throws it straight. I don't know why Gabe's the call anyway. Why don't we, can we put, I got an idea. Put number 7 where number 0 is and run the route, the number 0 run, but with number 7. He's the guy. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You didn't see him all like, Brian Thomas Jr., his first catch was in the fourth quarter. I'll go through the list. But his first catch was in the fourth quarter. So not good, man. You know, we'll go over team stats a little bit. You know, Arnold, he wasn't pressured enough. He did contain. We didn't contain his scramble. He could run. You know, he could run a little bit. So, you know, for a guy that didn't play very well, I mean, you know what they're thinking? We left a shit ton of points on the board, on the field, and you know what? We're happy to get out alive. That was a tough thing. By the way, I'll say this about our team and their team: it was a physical game throughout the entire. We matched it, if not more so. Tyson Campbell, good job, man. Way to play. Had a couple holding couple tic-tac. The hit to the face on Jefferson on the route, it was inadvertent. You know, Graham H, my producer, who will cut this up. We've talked about this. You gotta throw in inadvertent into some of these penalties and make them 5 yards instead of 15 and an automatic first down. Because it's even with the quarterback. You don't mean to hit him in the head sometimes. Sometimes you do. But I thought that was a little tic-tacky. I thought there was another holding, a little tic-tacky. But they call it. Maybe, you know, I don't think they should. I think it should be an inadvertent. And by the way, he hit him, but it was like a split second. It didn't impede his route at all. So I didn't agree with that one. But let's see. Trayvon, we'll get to him. Trayvon, you're funny, man. You're funny. Yeah, Mac Jones. Yards per attempt, like 4. Just awful. Good percentage, 64%, I think. 3 takeaways, but 3 giveaways. Where's Brian Thomas Jr.? No catches in 3 quarters. They were physical, chip even. I like it. Shut down Jefferson for the most part. We were good on coverage. Buster had some plays. Campbell, of course, had some plays. Physical day for them. So, you know, look, it was bend, don't break on defense, and it's good. We'll go through it. I mean, he just misses. You know, they miss. I guess they all miss. I don't know. I don't expect them to miss, I guess. I don't know. You know, being in the NFL, you make more than you miss, but even they miss them too. Yeah, long drives for the D. All right, let's go through it, shall we? It's a play-by-play here on Catching Up with Tommy Mack. I try to do it every Monday, and hope you all had a great weekend again. Hey, life goes on. Life goes on. Nobody's happy. Nobody's happy. I made comments. I get real emotional, you know, because it's just so frustrating, you know, when they lose and the way they lose and the way they've been losing. And by the way, the one score shit, get that shit out of here. That don't mean shit. Sorry about the S word, but it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. That's the entire league. Only a few teams get blown out every week, and most of them don't get blown out every week, but they might get blown out, you know, a handful of times. But nonetheless, you know, most of these games are one-score games, and the good teams are the ones that win by one score, and the bad teams are the ones that lose by one score. I don't know how close that makes you. You know, say you lose by 7 or win by 7. That's a 14 swing, right? So, you know, -7 to 0 to 7 would be 14, if my math serves me correctly. You know, I don't know. It's just a rough one. When Trevor made a difference, he fucking better. I mean, be paid that cotton. It's not in yet, but listen, his future is still 20. I think what I say, 2031. He's our guy. He's not going anywhere. He's not, and I'm not saying he should, but people are like, well, he'd have been better. Yeah, he better have been better than the backup. You know, questionable if he would have been that much better, but I would imagine he would be. You know, they got a good defense too. They're pretty good on that side of the ball. Minnesota is. I'll give them that. There's no question about it. And I would think, and really, he better. He put up more than 7. You know what I mean? So, nonetheless, let's get into the play by play. Hey, I'm going to turn on this fan real quick. All right? Hold me closer, time to dance up. Count the headlights on the highway. All right, I'm back. All right, me and Elton are back. All right, Jags, get it off first. Okay, I'll show you guys. Jags, first drive, first quarter. 1st and 10. ETN, left tackle, no yards. 2nd and 10. Dump off to Strange. Right in the flat for for 2 yards. Drop back to Ingram. Mack misses him. 3 and out to start the first quarter. Not totally unexpected. Not totally unexpected. Yeah, no. Yeah. No, Dale. Yeah, thanks. It looked the same. And the mistakes were the same. And everything was the same. No doubt about it. All right, misdirection on their opening drive and opening play to Oliver for 10 yards. Let me tell you something. When you start with a misdirection, that's just confidence. And it's hard as a linebacker because you're thinking run. Why? Well, everyone just wants to kind of feel it out. But when you're aggressive and you got confidence, you run that misdirection. And normally the tight end should be open, especially on first down. Jones up the gut for 3 yards. Hamilton played pretty well. I got to give him that. I think Hamilton overall played pretty darn well. Okay, time of possession. There it is. Thanks, computer. A little late, but we'll take it. Minnesota, 42 minutes and 19 seconds. Jags, 17 minutes and 41 seconds. That is fucking awful. That's awful. Don't deserve to win that one. All right, misdirection, like I said, up the gut. Hamilton stops. Jones off the right guard for 4 yards. He's a good player. Aaron Jones, good player. I like the way that guy runs. They should have used him in the pass even more. Drop back to Josh Hines Allen. Annihilates Cam. I mean, just went right through him. That was awesome. It didn't happen much after that, but it happened the first couple of plays. I think Trayvon got him once too. But that was a good one. He totally, I think he was expecting speed rush and Chapin right up the middle. And on your butt you go. That's a big man to be falling backwards. 6'7", 320, woo, on skates. By the way, I liked his hit on the sideline. I didn't have a problem with it at all. I think he should have hit him harder, to be honest with you. I mean, he just left the team. I would have, because he was kind of like, man. And then the last couple steps he gave it. But I might have been headhunting. I mean, you know, it's your former team. They're the enemy now. We're not friends. Friends off the field. We're not friends on the field. But I like the hit. It was a little late, but so what? Early, you know, for the most part. And not that big of a deal. But nonetheless, it was great by Josh Hines-Allen. All right, 1st and 10. That's when he escaped. Great throw and catch to Jefferson. One of the few that he did make. Drop back pass to Hawkinson, who's unbelievable. Darby with the pass breakup. 2nd and 10. Pass to Jefferson on the dig, 15 yards. Campbell with the coverage. 1st and 10. Jones up the middle for 3. 2nd and 7. Trap up the middle. He gets the first down. Lloyd doesn't make the tackle. Kind of just grabs him and he runs right through it. 1st and 10. Throw to Oliver in end zone. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jones up the middle for 3. Armstead and Lloyd made that play. Armstead, by the way, made plays at defensive tackle yesterday. Yes, he did, especially in the pass rush. I'm telling you, put that guy in the guard. No, I should say no guard. Hardly any guards can block him. He's 6'8". It's an automatic swim over a guard. They're normally 6'4", 6'5". We have Ezra who's 6'7". That's not the norm for the most part, or hasn't been. You get right over that guard's head. They're like midgets to you. You're 6'8" for crying out loud. Sorry, short people. I don't know what's the politically correct thing to say these days. Midgets, is it bad? I don't think they're bad. I don't think it's bad. You're just short. Listen, I was at my in-laws last night. My mother-in-law, I swear she's 4 feet tall. She's like, I'm not 4 feet tall. Like, you are so tiny. But nonetheless, maybe my head's just getting bigger. Or something like that. All right, throw to Addison in the end zone. Incomplete. Darby was there. And pressure from Armstead from defensive tackle. Field goal for the Vikes. They go up 3-0. Penalty on kickoff. Guy from Minnesota left early. Dummy. 1st and 10. Misdirection of strength. What'd I say? Aggressive. I like it. 23-yarder. Broke a tackle. Like more. The kid's showing you he can do some things. Trap up the middle for Bigsby. He gets hurt on the play. 3 yards. ETN. Trap off tackle. Right tackle. 18 yards. Great block by Ingram and great vision. Ingram comes with the trap block, and not only does he get up in the hole, he breaks it out, sees that there's a hole out there. Great vision by ETN. That was 18 yards. Screen to ETN. Why? I don't know. Stupid. They're not expecting pass. He just ran it for 18 yards. I don't know. What would you call it? You know what I mean? Like, why throw a screen there? You got momentum. You got some things happening. Maybe another misdirection. Anyway, didn't go anywhere. And, actually, no, it was minus a yard. There's a penalty, too. Sheriff was downfield. 2nd and 11. Quick out to Farrell. 7 yards. Broke a tackle. 3rd and 4. Throw to Gabe. Low throw. Good catch. It was a low throw. Maybe he meant to. I don't know. But he caught it, so we'll take it. 1st and goal, ETN up the middle, you stuff short, then the QB sneak, then the QB sneak again. Good job. I loved how Matt called for the ball, after the first sneak got shut down, He's like, give me the ball. I want to try it again. And he did. So there we go. 9-play drive. Jags up 7-3. Feeling good, man. Are you kidding me? Minnesota 6-2. They're a really good team. The NFC North's a very good division. That's our, out of the division that we play every team. Out of the division. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We play every team. We're up 7-3. Huge momentum. Nothing spectacular, but good enough. And, we're moving the ball and getting some scores. And here we go. It's 7-3. Minnesota second drive. Throw to Oliver for 28 yards. Linebackers bite on it. It was a play action. They're in no man's land, which basically means you just drop and kind of look around. You're not doing anything. You got to get on your guy, even if it's zone. You see that tight end go, man. You got to get depth. Get with them. I'm not saying turn and run with them. I'm saying, get depth and keep looking around. Making sure nobody's coming underneath so you can plant and come back. But you can't just kind of hang there and be like, I'm just floating in space. Does no good for you whatsoever. 1st and 10, penalty, Cam false starts. 1st and 15, quick throw over the middle for 11 yards. 2nd and 4, Jones, right tackle, first down. All 3 backers were blocked. 1st and 10, first interception. Quick slant to Jefferson. Great play by Campbell. It was a slant, and he was right on it. Perfect physical, just hand-to-hand combat. He was mugging him, but he can in 5 yards. And then made a great play on the ball. And then Aluakin, great job, heads up, and making that interception. The first of many for Sam Darnold. Sam, geez, you better be watching some film today, son. You can't have that kind of crap going on. But nonetheless, we will take it. So great job, and we take control of the ball. Our third drive, 1st and 10, throw to Ingram, half roll, incomplete. Ball hits the ground. That should have been caught. That hit him right in the hands. He should have caught that one. He fell down to the ground, the ball did, like after he tried to catch it. So he's got to catch that ball. It was a fine enough throw. 4th down, so then you're done, right? So right there. No, now you're not done. You got a quick Y option to Farrell for another 8 yards, okay? Mack at this point, 6 of 8. He's doing fine. Nothing spectacular. 3rd and 2. Mack pressured, rolls out right, throws it away. Oh, yeah, bad call on the... Gosh dang, it's 3rd and 2, and you're sending everybody freaking deep with your second string quarter. You know what I mean? Like, what? Why? Why not give him something easier? Something that's already worked. Strange, Ingram, something. Everybody went down the field. Everybody. And there's no time. Took too long. He gets pressured. He's got to throw it away. Then you got to punt. So after the interception, you give the ball right back. It's absolutely terrible. Again, I'm wearing my wife's readers. I like them. I hope you do too. Just kidding. So there you go. Unbelievable. So you give the ball right back. Minnesota's 3rd drive, 1st and 10, run up the middle 6 yards by Akers. That's when he got picked up in the air, and the first quarter, Jags up 7-3. Second quarter, 2nd and 3, Akers up the middle, no yards. Ledbetter and Lloyd. Lloyd, big hit. 3rd and 3, quick throw, wide stick to Hockenson. 1st down. Nobody could cover Hockenson. Johnson, Aluakin, Savage, none of them. Savage had a nice pick. Hockenson, he's good. He's good, man. He runs like a wideout almost. He runs like Kelsey. You know what I mean? Just fluid. I think Ingram can be used. I don't know why we don't use Ingram like they use Kelsey and they use... I mean, we do on occasion, but not enough. Not enough. So there you go. Quick throw to Hockenson, 1st down to Johnson. Darnold pressured by Lloyd and Josh Hines-Allen. Throw to Oliver, one-handed grab. Alukin was on the cover. Just a good catch. 2nd and 6, wide stick to Hockenson, 1st down. Good tackle. That was a good hit. 1st and 10, Darwin pressured, scrambles for 6 yards. He can scramble, that guy. He can take off and run. 2nd and 4, left side run, Akers, tackle for loss. That was great. Good hit by Aluakin and Campbell. Great hit. 3rd and 6, throw to Hockenson, in route, 8 yards. Antonio Johnson on coverage. Couldn't cover him. Couldn't cover the tight end. You can't cover the tight end. You know what? Let's be honest. They haven't covered the tight end pretty much all year long. And if you look at it, I mean, maybe not every single game, but overall, you're like, yeah, they've been beat by the tight end quite a bit. Why? Why is that the case, I wonder? By the way, sorry about my phone dying last time. If we get near the end, I'll plug it in. I didn't have a plug for me. It died at the end of the last. All right, 1st and 10. 3rd drive of Minnesota continued. Crack toss to Akers, no gain. Great stop by Lloyd. Let's see, it was actually 3 yards. 2nd and 7, all day long to throw. Aaron Jones downfield, great coverage by Miller. 3rd and 7, all day long to throw again. Hits Hockenson, Buster Brown's on coverage, hits him for the 1st down, 1st and 10. Darnold pressured, he escapes, scrambles, 1st down. Defensive holding on Aluakin, it was. 1st and 10, Jones left tackle, 5 yards. Hamilton, Lloyd, and Abdullah. I wrote them down. They made the tackle. 5 yards down the field. That's not good. It's not. You know, look, tackles are great, but not if they don't happen at the line of scrimmage or near it. Down the field, that's great. You can hustle. Good for you. You're a good hustler. But that's like a prerequisite. You got to get them near the line of scrimmage, for crying out loud. False start on 83, 5 yards. 2nd and 10, Jones left tackle, 5 yards. Gets it back. 3rd and 5, drop back, throw to Hockenson. Campbell, good hit, but it's a 1st down. 1st and goal, Jones up the middle. Stuff, no gain. Hamilton, great one. 2nd and goal, throw to Jefferson. Intercepted. He had Jones open late. Jones tried to do a shallow cross. And I think my family's out walking. We're a very exercise family. So The dogs might be barking. I think I have all the doors unlocked. Let's see how the dogs react. Nonetheless, sorry about that interruption. The throw to, so he had Jones open to his right. It was like trying to go across, he got hit, and then late, and Lewickin's chasing him. Hang on, I guess the door's locked. Excuse me for a second. Brush off?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. No worries. All right, sorry about that. That's my Kelsey girl coming in from a little exercise. Mama and the other two are out there too. Will you unlock the garage, please? Thank you, baby. All right, I'm back at it. Sorry about that, folks. Life goes on as we move on. It was a great interception by Buster, no doubt about it. I know they looked at it, but it looked like an interception to me. I know even when the replay, even with the replay, it looked like it. But a 17-play drive, 4 third-down conversions, all to the tight end. Bend don't break, but I'm glad he didn't break. But man, that's a long ass drive, and we're only in the second quarter. Jags 4th drive, 1st and 10, ETN up the middle for 4 yards. 2nd and 6, Mac pressured, scramble for 2. Looked like a broken play. Miscommunication. There was about 5 or 6 minute miscommunication. There was. On all of them were passing plays. They were off target a lot, or just off kilter a couple times. 3rd and 4, Mac pressured again, scrambles for first down. Oh, that's when he thought it was a fumble. Man, he didn't get hurt on that one. He tough kid. He went for it. He knew it, and he got the first down. ETN left tackle, 3 yards. Quick swing pass to Ingram on 2nd and 7. Bad call. Hated that call. Just get upfield. Run a wide stick. What do they run? You know what they run? They run the wide stick. You know what a wide stick is? You get up, get the linebacker on your hip, and go out. If it's an option, you can go out or in. I mean, it's simple stuff like that. Like, why aren't we doing that? Either with Ingram or Strange. Fuck all this stupid stuff like you're going to beat everybody to the outside. I don't get that. Like, forward. Sometimes you got to go in to go out. I get that. But you got to go forward in this freaking game. Not this, let's belly screen them to death. Gosh, damn, it's so annoying. I mean, I know you guys get annoyed too, but I don't get that. All right, 3rd and 8. Mac pressured again. Sheriff gets beat. Scrambles, throw to Ingram on the sideline. First down. Nice job. Pressured, gets out of it, makes a throw. Good catch, too. 2-minute warning with 3 timeouts. 1st and down. 1st and 10. Bigsby tried to bounce it. He shouldn't have. He should have went up inside. Gilmore makes a great tackle for a -1. Okay, 2nd and 9. Sacked. Bigsby doesn't pick up the blitz. Cashman gets the sack. 3rd and 17. That killed you. And up the middle, 3 yards, and then you punt. So, why can't our running backs fucking pass block is beyond me. Excuse my language. I mean, come on. Cut them. They're coming at you, cut block them. Do anything. I mean, I'll tell you a couple times. Hans made a half-ass try to block one. Did this Bigsby did that. You can't chicken wing him. Can't try to just throw out a wing. Unless you're close. You're not. Our backs not being able to pass block is a big problem. And has been. Get run over. They're not small. I mean, Cashman's not that big. He didn't look big. Good athlete. Just unbelievable, man. Do your job. Doesn't pick up, but send ETN up the middle for 3 yards, and then we punt. So you get the interception in the end zone, saves the day, and how do you reward him? You punt. Great job. Bad play calling, bad execution, bad by the running back. I'm sorry. Just not good enough. Just sucked. Minnesota's 4th drive, 2nd quarter. 1st and 10. Throw to Addison. High throw. Cisco misses the pick. Armstead pressure once again. From what position do you think? That's right, from defensive tackle. Keep him there. 2nd and 10. Darnold escapes pressure. Dump off to Jones, 8 yards. 3rd and 2. Throw to Naylor. Incomplete. Campbell on a coverage. 4th and 2. Punt. 3 and out. Great job, D. Great job, D. That's after our offense sputtered. Although it looked pretty good once we, when we got that first down to throw to Ingram. No good. 17-play drive for our D, then our 9-play drive for our O, and then a 3 and out for our D. So that's pretty good, man. That's tough stuff. And then we get halftime. Matt gets sacked on the first and 10, fifth drive. Little gets beat. ETN misses the blitzer. Max sack. Second and 18, penalty on the Jags. Hansen's downfield. Play had miscommunication all over it. It was terrible. Run up the middle, ETN, terrible. That was terrible. Halftime. Jags up, though, 7-3. Even though that wasn't good, you're up 7-3. I know what they're thinking. We're down by 4, man. We should be up by 20. But they're not, because we made plays at the critical moment. So, good for us. All right, let's get into the third quarter. Minnesota's fifth drive. They started off. First and 10, end around to Addison. Great play by Lloyd, although he got 4 yards. Second and 6, all day long to pass. Play action pass to Addison. On Darby gets him. First and 10. Jones off right tackle for 8 yards. Lloyd gets dinged on the play. Second and 2. Jones right side for the big gain. No one there. Bounces outside. Miller finally gets him. First and 10. Drop back. Late pressure by Hamilton. Throws it away. Second and 10. Quick screen to Jefferson. 7 yards. Third and 3. Throw to Jefferson in the end zone. Interception by Savage. Flag with Cameron late hit. Yeah, I like the late hit. But yeah, great play by Savage and a bad throw. Same what I was saying earlier with the Gabe and Mac throw at the end. Just miscommunication. He's thinking he's going to be somewhere, and the receiver's thinking he's going to throw it to the announcer. Sanchez did a great job. He threw it to the up pylon. Receivers expect him to throw it to the back pylon. So something's off there. Bad miscommunication. It happens. Hey, we'll tell you though, because great play by Savage, and then Cam with the lead hit. Should have hit him harder, I think, but nonetheless, that was fun. I like chippiness in a game. I do. I like little bit. Nobody getting hurt. I don't mean nothing like that. Maybe for the day, but not for their career or anything like that. But it just gets you so juiced up, man. Those next couple plays, man, you're just like, ooh, this is great. This is absolutely great. All right, Jags get the ball. ETN up the middle. A great cut for 14 yards. First and 10. ETN up the middle gets stuffed minus a yard. Second and 11. ETN on a trap. Hans misses his block. He whiffs the guy. He whiffs him. He gives it this. Phil better be ripping his ass for that, man. Get your hands on him. Make the block. Who knows where that thing goes if you make the block. That was a half-ass attempt by Hans. Not good. Third and 10. Minnesota blitzes. Great throw to Gabe. Gabe doesn't get his feet in. Incomplete. So that's frustrating on a lot of parts, right? You get the pick, great play by Savage. You get your offensive ball back. How do they repay you? Basically a 3 and out. 4 in one good play. Got a guy missing a block, and they blitzed the crap out of him on that third down, and he made a great throw and gave it right to Gabe, and Gabe can't get his feet in. I mean, you're right there standing on the sideline. Why are you looking like... Make sure my feet's in. Not in. I don't think the pass pulled him too far out, off the thing. Off the sideline. Just, come on, man. Bad. So anyway, you give the ball back. That sucks because he had some momentum. But now momentum's dead because they go on a 17-play drive that ends in a field goal. We can't get off the field again. It just keeps going. First and 10. Akers up the middle, 4 yards. Jefferson makes a play. I think the only one of the day. Sorry, Jordan. I didn't see you make more plays. Second and 6. Throw to Jefferson. A great catch. There was a little bit of pressure. First and 10. Deep throw to Addison. Intercepted by Darby. He fumbles on return. However, there's a penalty. And I don't like this penalty. I don't. I think that was real tic-tacky on the hands to the face. I think it was his right hand. On Jefferson. It did hit his head. It did. It hit him in the face. But I don't know. Throw the inadvertent in there. Maybe 5 yards, but not automatic. Not automatic first down. Because that was a big... I guess it would still be a penalty. I don't even know if I would have called it then. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Tic-tac, in my opinion. He barely touched him, but he did. His head went up. 1st and 10, Akers up the middle, short gain. Lloyd, big hit on that one, 3 yards. 2nd and 7, throw to Naylor. Out route, 8 yards. Jari and Jones on the coverage. 1st and 10, play action. Screen to Jones, 5 yards. 2nd and 5, misdirection. Rollout, throw to Oliver. 1st down, 1st and 10. Jones, right tackle, 4 yards. Lloyd on the play. False start by them. 2nd and 11, throw to Jefferson. Penalty, defensive holding. I thought it was kind of questionable, but it was a 1st down throw. I thought that was a little bit questionable. But nonetheless, they called it. So, 1st down, 1st and 10. Jones up the middle, cut back, 7 yards. Lloyd makes the play. Lukin on the big hit, a big gain though. And Jones gets hurt. That was a big hit by Lukin. Good job. Just messing up his day. That's all. Not his career. No big deal. 1st and 10. 2nd and 3. Akers runs for a 1st down in the red zone. 1st and 10. Akers left side, tackle for loss. That was Campbell and Walker. Great play. And Josh Hines-Young. Great play by those guys. 2nd and 12. Throw to Naylor in the end zone. Oh, he missed the throw on that one. That was a timing issue. 3rd and 12. Darnold escapes. Throw to Addison. 1st down. Penalty. Illegal formation. Cam too far back. Good. We'll take it. 3rd and 18. Screen to Akers. Good hit by Buster. 4th down, field goal. Jags still up 7-6 with 1:50 in the 3rd quarter. That was a long drive. And your Jags offense is going to piss you off even more. Unbelievable. Jags, okay, so it's 7-6. Jags, 7th drive, end of the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. Bigsby misses Van Ginkel. Free run to the quarterback. They're lucky. Max lucky the new rules are in place because that's what we used to call a kill shot. You back in the day, not even in the day, that long ago, you got a hit like that, that quarterback doesn't get up. I mean, that's like a free, we used to call it a kill shot. You don't knock that guy out, then you're not a big hitter. You should run right through his ass and send him to the moon. But you can't today. He still took a hit. He held on to the ball, so good for him. But just more miscommunication and more your back can't figure out who the hell to block. And even when he does, he can't block. I don't know what you do with that. I don't know what you do with that. You can't trust ETN in pass pro. You can trust him in everything else. You can't trust Tank in pass pro. You can trust him in almost everything else. But what are you going to do? Keep the tight end every down? I don't know. You better do. I don't know. They just can't block. Cut him. Cut block him. Linebackers hate to be cut blocked. They're not thinking you're going to do that. They're thinking you want to, try to stand up to them. But nonetheless, Max sacked. 2nd and 18, pass incomplete. They're not on the same page to Brian Thomas Jr. They're just not on the same page on that play. They're barking at each other, at least Mac is. 3rd and 18, dump off to Ingram. Does nothing. 4th down punt. Terrible series. Terrible. I wrote Dewey makes tackle. See, he saved the day. Dewey came back and saved the day. Good for him. I'm glad he's back. Welcome back. But terrible series. And your defense is dead dog. Oh. Okay, now. Okay. This is really tough now. Think about this. Defense holds them to a field goal. Great. But a 17-play drive. After, what did we do? Not too bad. Right in the first quarter, the 3rd quarter, first part of second half, that was the interception, Savage, so it wasn't that much. But then the 17-play drive, we go 3 and out, and they get the ball back. You see Matt talking to the O-line, Sheriff and such, and they're not paying any attention to him. They're like, get the hell away from me. I don't blame them. All right, 4th quarter, Minnesota 7th drive, a 16-play drive. Your defense is dead dog tired. They are, man. You didn't help them out. Thanks, offense. Appreciate you. The sack, way to go. Blame that one on Bigsby. Not picking up the blitzer. Just terrible. All right, 7th drive, 1st and 10. Quick throw to Addison. Darby, 4 yards. 2nd and 6, toss to Akers, right side, 8 yards. Minnesota O-line is pushing and blocking. You're getting tired. 1st and 10, Akers left side, no gain. Lloyd, good play. 2nd and 10, throw over the middle to Hawkinson. 26 yards. Schools are looking at man-to-man. They're like, look, it's tough. I was not a good man-to-man. I wasn't. Especially with that kind of tight end. But he's supposed to be. And he got juked out of his shoes. It was a great route by Hockenson. He runs a lot like Kelsey. He does. Very good route runner. He set him up a little jing, and went inside. And he had him, just schooled him. Took him to school. It's hard. It's not easy, especially when you're dead dog tired. I mean, you're dead tired. They might be tired too, but you're definitely tired. Run up middle, Chandler, 9 yards. O-line blocking us up. Run up middle, 3 yards. First down. Hamilton, Armstead, and Miller on the tackle. 1st and 10. Chandler, no gain. Great play by Hamilton. 2nd and 9. Arnold scrambles for the first down. Abdullah late pressure. That's when Armstead got hit in the face. Glad he was. I saw that. I was like, ooh, that's going to. You don't see those coming. Once in college. Hey, hats off to BC for beating Syracuse. Way to go, Billy. I was running down on kickoff my redshirt freshman year, and I don't know what happened, but I went to go reach for the returner. I got I think he couldn't cut block me. But anyways, I think maybe I was coming off the ground. I literally turned to go grab him, and I got speared right in the chest, full speed. Oh my gosh, that was just brutal. But that's what that reminded me of. That was a big hit. Right to the face, man. You gotta be careful out there, man. You can get hurt out there, no doubt about it. How about that hit in the Miami-Georgia Tech game? Ooh. Don't show those to moms. Don't show that play to young moms. They'll never let their kid play football. Or dads, some of you. That was vicious. You grab the mask. Pow. Woo. Man, I love physicality, man. I don't want anyone getting dying out there. But man, big hits. Big hits, and unfortunately, Friendly Fire got Armstead on that when he did come back. 1st and 10, misdirection. Trayvon Precious, Darnold, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, quick out to Hockenson for 4 yards. Aluakin on the play. At this time, the announcers made a comment. The Minnesota Vikings had more plays in the Jaguars' territory than the Jags had in total plays. That's despicable. 3rd and 6, throw to Hockenson. 23 and 3 on coverage. Good hit. Good job, guys. 4th and inches, QB sneak. First down. They got to bring out the measuring sticks. 1st and 10, double reverse. That was great pursuit. Tackle for loss. Big hit by Savage. Great job. He had a great game yesterday overall. 2nd and 17, throw to Oliver. Incomplete pass. Aluakin gets his feet tangled. They don't call it. They shouldn't have. It was inadvertent. What an interesting concept. 3rd and 17. Draw to Chandler, 5 yards to take the field goal. Minnesota now is up 9-7 after a 16-play drive where your defense is just not feeling good. And guess how our offense responds? Yeah, fumbled snap. 2 veterans. Snap was high. Mac took his eye off it. Kind of reminds me of when Trevor's, not that Trevor does it all, but it's like the same shit. It doesn't seem any different. Trevor's got more skills than Mac. I know that, of course he does, but it's the same shit. Same mistakes, same bad play calls, same botches. Just bad. And with that, you still had a chance to win. Isn't that crazy? But that's what happens. Little misses his block on the 1st and 10. Totally missed it for ETN. Tackle for loss, -3 yards. And then you got a fumbled snap. Give Minnesota the ball. Right back. Oh. Those defensive players should be motherfucking the offensive guy. What? Are you kidding me? They're fucking awful. They're just awful. Bad news Bears. Bad news Jags. That's what it seems like. Goodness gracious. Fumble snap. 4th quarter. 7:14 left. You're still in it. You're trying to help your defense out, but you don't. You screw it up again. Minnesota 8th drive. Run up to middle 11 yards. No shit. Everyone's blocked. Miller downfield, all the way downfield for 11 yards. Whatever. 1st and 10. Toss to Akers. Left side. 2 yards. Lacey. Nice hustle. 2nd and 8. Aker. Right side, 1 yard. Hamilton, nice job. 3rd and 7, throw to Jefferson, incomplete. It was in the end zone, way off. They weren't even close. Vikings 0-5 in the red zone, but they get the field goal. They're up 12-7. Still in it. Still in it. And then the wheels come off. They just start coming off. The drain. You know, you don't hear the noise yet. Like if you think of your sink, you got the plug in, it's full of water, dishwater, and you're pulling the plug. You don't hear the slurping yet, right? You just see it going. It's coming. It's coming. 1st and 10. Late throw to BTJ. First catch, 2 yards. What? How many minutes to go? 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Brian Thomas Jr. has his first catch. That's a fireable offense. Is it not? Fireable offense. Gosh. Awful. All right. 2nd and 8. Mac all day long. Late pressure, but has time. Throw to Gabe. Doesn't step in the throw. It's underthrown. And it's intercepted. Gabe runs a shitty route, doesn't fight for the ball, doesn't come back. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Terrible throw, terrible execution, terrible route. Intercepted. Thanks, offense. You guys are great. I'm going out for beers with you later. Not. Sit home. Go cry in your wife's breast for all I care. Give me a break. That sounded awful. I didn't mean that. But go home and cry. Gosh, that would drive me insane. All right, interception. Jones up the middle, 5 yards. Akers up the middle for 3. Cisco, play action. Trayvon Walker with the sack. Nice job, Trayvon. We'll get to you later, too, though. I teach you to punch the ball out, man. Play action, Walker with the sack. It was, look, who cares? It was no one blocked him, but who cares? Out of field goal range, great job. That guy's a specimen. So great job. He steps up. Our offense doesn't, but at least you get the ball back. 2:42 to go. Down 12-7. Drop back. 1st and 10. All day long to throw. Nobody open. Dumps it to Ingram. I think -1 yard. 2nd 11, quick throw, out throw to Ingram, 5 yards. 3rd and 6, quick out throw to Ingram, 1st down, 1st and 10. Out throw to Brian Thomas Jr. This was a thing of beauty. Great route, great throw, great catch. Where the hell was that all year long? Where was it, or game long? All game long. All game long. Just off. Anyway. So 1st and 10. We're rolling, baby. Then a sack. Mac Morse gets abused by Cashman, but there's a penalty. That was what Mac, he's calling for the penalty like right away. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Nonetheless, 1st and 10. Ball on 43. Deep throw to Gabe Davis. So many problems with this call. So many problems with the throw. So many problems with the route. Everything about it. ETN and Little get worked in pass throw. He does get hit, not like as he throws, because the ball wouldn't have gone as far as it would, but pretty much right after he throws, he gets nailed. He does have Brian Thomas Jr. open. And Gabe goes inside. It's the same gosh darn play that they run all the time. Clear out the safety, do the crosser. For whatever reason, Mac thinks Gabe is our deep threat, and you got the crosser open. Now, you were pressured. I don't know if you had time to get to the crosser. You know, I don't know. I can't even tell if he's open or not, because he is open, but the ball's outside and high. So what does that mean? Either he threw it to the wrong spot, or Gabe ran the wrong route. I mean, it was terrible. It was no different than back to Darnold and Jefferson on the Savage pick. Jefferson's thinking the far pylon, and Darnold throws it to the near pylon. It's this miscommunication shit. So terrible. Terrible. And listen, if I'm the Jags D, I'm absolutely livid. I mean, livid. I mean, okay, look, the yards are the yard, whatever, but we held you to 3 or 4 field goals. You put us in shitty positions, and we still figured it out. And how do you repay us? Fumbled snap, bad throws, bad execution, bad routes, miscommunication. I mean, come on. There'd be fighting in the locker room. There'd be some shit. Are you kidding me? There would be. Maybe not from me, but I know some of our D linemen would be like, what the hell are you guys do? I mean, I'd be so mad our guys didn't do that for the most part. But still, gosh dang. So you can sit there and say, bad play by Mac Jones. Yeah, you can, because he threw it to where the receiver wasn't. Bad play by Gabe. And if it's the same damn play that they run, that they've been running, Kirk's normally the crosser, BTJ's the flyer, then you don't go inside. Remember BTJ did that a game or two games ago? It was at home. So 2 games ago, he went inside and Kirk came over on the cross and Trevor threw it to the spot and the safety picked it off because he just stood there because they didn't run him off. Well, same thing. And you went inside. But you did have Brian Thomas Jr. I don't know if you got to him, but it's too bad because the game's pretty much over now. So, what do you do with that? It's the same bullshit all year long. It is. Even when we win, you can pick it apart and look, well, it's mistakes, false starts, whatever. Not making catches, not making good throws, not putting the ball in the right spot. It happens with 16. It happens with 10. It don't matter who's back there. And one thing Trevor has done is brought us back in a few games, so you got to give him that. I would imagine that he would have put up more than 7. But who knows? You don't know that. There's no guarantee in that. So here we are again. All right, last drive for Minnesota. They sneak, and then the run by Jones, left side, penalty on Trayvon, game over. I think that's just frustration. I do think he was trying to punch the ball out. I don't think he was, although it looked like he was just throwing haymakers. It did. And what did Jack Del Rio always say? Perception is reality. I think there was a little bit of that there. He was frustrated. They were all frustrated. Are you kidding me? You took care of Jefferson. Yeah, Jones killed you a bit. Yeah, you gave up a bunch of plays, but you didn't break in the scoring department. 4 field goals. And my offense has only given me 7, and it's not because they're not good enough. It's because they're not executing, or the play call suck, or they're not making the block. My backs can't block. I run the wrong route. I don't get my feet in. I make a bad throw. I put it in the wrong spot. Or when I do put it in the right spot, something happens. There's a penalty, or, the guy can't get his freaking feet in. It's, again, it's just so frustrating. You know why? You know why it's frustrating? Because we're going to have to start the fuck over. That's why. And I'm not one of those that think, oh, we got enough in place. No, we don't. No, we do not. We got some things in place. And I don't want to talk about next year, in the draft, and free agency. I know what they're missing. They're missing beef. They better fucking find it. They need some studs up front. Massive human beings that don't like people. That's what I want. That all they care about is football. None of this other crap. And you can't keep any of them, in my opinion. You just can't. You can't keep any of them. You got to start over, and I don't want to start over. But, sometimes you just got to cut your loss and move on. But I'm not the owner, so it's not my call. But gosh dang, it's the same old crap. When you're starting QBs out, you're supposed to come together as a team and just support him by winning, by not making mistakes. He makes some of the same mistakes too. It's not, I don't know. And then, look, it's the same shit, right? Defense last week doesn't play well enough, or a couple weeks, doesn't play well enough. Offense does. Trevor brings it back, but then he can't stop him. This week, different. Offense can't do nothing. Our MVP is the punter. He is. Logan Cook, phenomenal, man. You're the man. He probably keeps us in games better than anybody. Anyway, just terrible. All right, let's go to final team stats review. It's not pretty. Brought to you by my good friends, Team Tommy Mac. Check out TommyMac.net, please. I appreciate that. I got a couple hats. What do I got here? I got a couple hats. I got Chris Ricciardo's bail bonds. 2 hats that don't really fit my head. I wear this one working out Azar sausage, man, whether in a favorite dish or in a bun. Azar sausage. This is a one. Bail bonds. He gets you out quick. If you get in trouble, this is a guy to call, 904-822-2245. Fields Cadillac, of course, my title sponsor. Riding Shotgun will be filming again this Wednesday. And John Gordon, the motivational speaker and life changer, is, and I tell you what, we'll talk about culture with him. He is my guest. Looking forward to driving around Jacksonville, one of Fields' great Cadillacs. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. You see them all over town. Hey, your junk is someone else's treasure, and that someone else is a military family. So on Veterans Day, we want to help out the veterans. It's veteran-owned and operated. They will come to your house. They will clean out whatever you want. You got a shed needs cleaned out, they'll clean it out. They'll see what they can keep and give to veteran families that are in need. If you got some junk, and junk doesn't mean junk. It could be an old table, an old dining room set, an old couch, old whatever. They'll come pick it up, man. They'll fix it up, clean it up, whatever they got to do and get it to those veteran families that are in need. Give them a call, 844-GET-JDOG. Carpet Man Flooring, LVP. Carpet Man's LVP. It was funny when I was at the Beach Bowl doing my gig with the dad bods. Tim, the bar manager, came up to me. He's like, man, he's like, I didn't know the LVP singer was here. Pretty funny. Nonetheless, get the highest quality flooring at the lowest prices. Only at Carpet Man Flooring. CarpetMan.biz. Code Ninjas took a visit there last week. Great program for your kids, man. Get them involved in tech. And they have fun while they're doing it. They're playing games. They're building video games. They're doing really cool stuff, man. Learn about code and security, all types of tech. CodeNinjas.com. Michael Nichols, State Farm Agents. Been my agent for over 20 years. Let him have a chance to earn your business. Personal business. Team is always available. They do great. He can't listen. They can only do so much with the rising rates. But one thing you'll get out of Michael is phenomenal customer service. And I truly mean that. So I've never left him. You won't either. 904-777-6888. Newmark Phoenix Realty Group, my friends at Phoenix Realty, the leaders in commercial real estate, whether you're talking development, investments, retail, office, industrial, they do it all. And they know the market like nobody's business, and they've been around for so long, 30 years now. They're absolutely fantastic. Give me a try, 904-399-5222. Freedom Finance, my man, Courtney Myers. He's there for all you early stage, all you startups, and just any businesses out there that need help with their books, need help with some fundraising, forecasting, accounting, what have you, because he's got all that in the toolbox. CFO, accountant, he can do it all. Fundraiser, does it all for you. Go check him out at freedomfinance.llc. Salt Air Inn and Suites, owned by Beach Life Rentals. Make sure you check them out if you want a place to stay. There's 4 blocks from the beach in Atlantic Beach, 2 blocks from all the action. By the way, after my gig at Beach Bowl, got done around 10, went over to the Flying Iguana, had a couple nice late night steak tacos, and they had a tremendous act. I felt bad for her and her 2 mates because they were really good. She was singing Alanis Morissette, all this great stuff. And I told my wife, I'm like, man, it felt like Chicago. Like I'm at this lounge. You know, I'm kind of tired from the gig. You know, I'm eating some tacos, drinking some beer. You know, she's having a cocktail. It's just kind of us and maybe a few others. But, man, it was awesome. But, yeah, get to Salt Air Inn and Suites. You're out of town? Come in town. You're in town, you know, Jacksonville, want to come to the beach? Come to the beach for a night. Check them out, Salt Air Inn and Suites. Family Tradition Specialty Foods, home of Coconut Joe's. Hot sauces. I've never really been a hot sauce guy until Coconut Joe's. Their sriracha, absolutely phenomenal. Family Traditions, specialtyfoods.com. Put in the Pound Team Tommy Mac in the discount code and get a BOGO free. I think I got them all because I represent them all and I love representing each and every one of them. Thank you so much for taking the time and let me put that out there for you. All right, final team stats review. We know the score 12-7. Vikings 12, Jags 7, Vikes go to 7-2, Jags fall to 2-8. Yards per carry, I don't know why we didn't give ETN more opportunities. He was 11 for 44. That's 4.4 yards a carry. He had some big chunks. He had a couple, 1-2 yarders, but man, get him more involved. You had time, 12-7. You don't have to get out of your game plan at 12-7. You know what I'm saying? And you were leading for most of the game. Get ETN more involved, man. He can get up there. I like Tank too, but Tank's hurt. Boom. Now you got Johnson's a good change of pace back. Give me more ETN. Hot hand. How do you not see the hot hand? They did. Who did Darnold go to? The tight ends. Why? The hot hand. They were always open, and they always caught it. Use the hot hand. ETN was there. They were at 5.2. Well, Jones was at 5.2. Akers 2.9. We shut Akers down. Jones did some damage to us. No doubt about it. He did. Overall, 3.9 average, so we'll take it. Yards per attempt, terrible for us. 5 yards attempt. 64 completion percentage, so, not too bad there. They were at 6.3 yards per attempt. Not terribly much better. 7, 8, 9. Now you're talking. Now you're whipping the ball down the field. And they were at a 63% completion percentage. So this is where it gets a little strange because third down, our offense was actually good for once. 5 of 11 on third down, 45%. I mean, we've been terrible the past couple weeks. Absolutely horrendous. And then on defense, we did better than we normally do. We normally had around 45%. We held them to 36%. I think the score dictates that, right? They did a good job on both sides there. Fourth down, we were 1 for 1, the sneak. They didn't go for it. Sacks, we only had 1 sack. They had 3 on us. We threw 2 picks. They threw 3. Should have been 4. And turnover margin, both -3. So we taketh away, we giveth away. And that sucks it away with my lisp and all that. But nonetheless, that's terrible. Oh, what a year. Oh, what a year. You Bears fans, I know I got some Bears fans on here. What's up, Drew? Old high school teammate. You guys suck too. Sorry, but you do. Just terrible. Jags got Detroit. Brunel coming to town. Oh, no, they're going up there. Never mind. Going to the Motor City. I expect them to kill us. Although, we held Minnesota, but I don't know. Darnold seemed off. The miscommunication seemed off. Our miscommunication was off. It just wasn't good. I don't know. You look, if sitting there and saying Trevor would have made it better, if that makes you feel better, great. I don't know. He's better than Mac. I know that physically, but I don't know. They were way off kilter on a lot. And Mac, look, he didn't throw it that much. Did he? 22 times? Yeah, it was 14 to 22. 3.5 to 4 yards of the throw, though. It's just terrible. Anyway, unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Nobody saw this coming. Not this year. We all thought we had at least a team that was going to be somewhat of a contender. You can kiss that goodbye, unfortunately. I don't know. You look at the remaining schedule. There's some winnable games for sure. I don't think Detroit's winnable. I think it's winnable, but I don't think we're going to win. I wouldn't pick that. Sorry about that. Let me see what you got left. All right, you got at Detroit, then a bye. You're going to need the bye. Houston at home, December 1st. Dad Bods play at the Duval House. Looking forward to that prior to kickoff. Then we go to Tennessee, winnable. Got the Jets, winnable. Vegas, winnable. Tennessee, again, winnable. Indiana, again, winnable. But even if you run the table, you're not going to... Yeah, Houston's winnable. What's that, 6 left? Yeah. Can see the 8-8. No, 8-8. What am I thinking? What are we, 2-8? So 6 more? Oh, 7 more. Yeah, we're going to be 2-9, then plus 6. 8-9. Wouldn't that be crazy if that... I'm not going to say it. But you know what? Stranger things have happened. I would be all for it. Are you kidding me? I would be all for it. Let's see. I went pretty good at my picks this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 with the game tonight. Tennessee took one on the chin. Houston, they got beat by Detroit. That's right. That was last night. Indy got beat by Buffalo. Good. They all went down. But just think about that. Just think about if our Jags, say they lose to Detroit and they go on a run. We've been on a run before. We've been on a run before, and I mean, this is wishful thinking, but hey, the hell, you never know. Let's see where everybody's at. Yeah, Houston's at 6. I mean, it's gotta be. They gotta take a major dump. But other than that, it's there. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. Houston at 6-4, Indy at 4-6, 2-7, 2-8. I mean, 8-9. I doubt Houston's going to go 2-5. They'd have to go 2-5. I wouldn't think they'd go 2-5. Not with DeMeco Ryans as the head coach. I just think he's got it together. But you never know. I mean, just think about that. That would be something, wouldn't it? We'll take it one game at a time. But this loss was a bad loss. All losses are bad. But this one's bad because, once again, you're not helping each other out. The offense ain't helping the defense out when it's called upon. And weeks before, the defense doesn't help the offense out. Special teams does their part. Like I said, Logan Cook, man, he's helping you flip the field a lot of times. But it's got to be better. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I'm Shad Khan. If I come back 2-9 with the bye week to go, it's hard not to fire people. And I do. And look, I don't. And again, if I can say it publicly, I don't like saying that. These are guys' jobs. This is their livelihood. I feel bad for them all, but I feel worse for the position coaches, right? Because they've been on a staff. They're not the guy, the head coach. They're not a coordinator yet. And maybe they don't ever want to be. But, now they got to figure it out. And I know the other guys do too, but, they're making a lot more money than the assistants. They get guaranteed money. So do the assistants to a certain degree. I don't know the ins and outs totally. But you got to start over. And then for us fans and people that want this team to win, you got to start over. And you just never know how that's going to go, And this whole thing with Trevor and Doug, I hope it's not true. And for the record, it's not personal. I haven't been told that. I've been thinking this for a while, that there was some kind of, I don't know. I don't think, I don't feel Doug believes that Trevor can run his offense as efficient as he wants him to and needs to. He knows he's got a ton of talent, but talent alone doesn't do it, and you know this. Now, a lot of people say, well, they broke him. I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't see him seeing ghosts. You know what I mean? I didn't see that. Happy feet. I didn't see happy feet. Saw a guy competing, trying. So. But if that's the case, like I said on Friday, Doug is the one to go, not Trevor. So if he can't run your offense, well, you should have figured out a way where he could. I feel like, and I'm not a coach, but I feel like, and you guys probably out there too, right? What would you do different? You get Brian Thomas Jr. the ball more, crossing routes. Don't give me this cloud coverage. You can beat that. Yeah, if you're going to go deep and they're double teaming, that's different. Or a high dig, okay, fine. You got a safety over the top. But shallow crossers and simple out routes, no. There's no double teaming on that. You could beat that. Why don't we focus on our tight ends? Why aren't I getting Strange the ball? Why are these other tight ends always doing good against our defense, but we don't call it? It's been like, it feels like that's been the case for decades with our Jaguar offense. Never using a tight end like everybody else does. Why don't we use that? You know what I mean? I don't get that. Why don't we run the ball more when it's working effectively? Forget these bubble screen crap. You're not fooling anybody, and you're not beating anybody to the outside. And as for Trevor, sure, I'm going to still do some things outside the number, but I know where he's really good. It's inside the numbers, including deep. He throws a great deep ball inside the numbers. Outside, when it's got to be the sideline and the receiver in the right spot, no, it's like 50-50. Sometimes they're great throws, sometimes they're not. But you keep him in that middle, he's dynamite. So you got enough to work with. So if Doug doesn't feel that Trevor can run his offense, and that's just speculation from what we're hearing. I'm hearing, people are hearing it. He should have, tinkered with it to really make sure the kid can do it. So it's just a damn shame. And it has nothing to do with bragging rights with me and my peers. I don't care. Like, BC doesn't win all the time. I did my part. I did my best. I'm confident about what I did in my career. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. But, once again, like even last night, I'm sitting there going, gosh, dang. Even this morning, I didn't want to watch the film. I did. It takes me about 3 hours, but I did. And it's comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I got the bathroom right there. I got in my bed. I'm right. I'm drinking coffee. My wife made me a great omelet. The best. She's the best. I love her. And, doing my work. That's what I do on Monday mornings during the season. But I didn't want it today. I said, gosh dang it. Because I know what it was. You just see it. It's the same stuff over and over again. No different whether 16's in there or 10's in there as far as the stuff that's happening. The miscommunication, the not going to Brian Thomas Jr. Early enough, the missing of throws, players dropping the ball. There's a couple drops, not a ton, I think 2, but they were important. They were. Especially Gabe on that blitz. Got to catch it. Got to get those feet in, man. So, all right. Well, we're going to take our lumps, lick our wounds, I guess. I'm going to go get a workout in. Hopefully the beach is low tide. I need a good run and whatever else I do out there. But we'll be back on Friday with Catching Up with Tommy Mac. I'll be back in the 1010XL studios. And look, man, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of you do fantasy football, so maybe that gets you through. I'm still a big fan of football in general, so I love this time of year, November, December, when the games are on the line. I love the late afternoon games on Sunday. I love Sunday night football, although I never make it to the end. I barely make it to halftime, but I just love the hoopla coming to it, and you grilling and eating and drinking and having some fun, and the weekend's going to be over, that kind of stuff. Be back on the Horse's Mouth Thursday. Coach Campbell will be back. Sorry to hear about his dog, Tiki Barber, passing away. I know that dog was with them, part of their family for a long time. All dogs go to heaven, though, Coach. That is for sure. And then we're doing Riding Shotgun Wednesday night. We'll release it again. Please check out the new YouTube channel at TommyMac55. You'll see all my Riding Shotgun episodes. Brett Myers, Kevin Hardy, Daniel Murphy, and Damian Starkey from Puddle of Mud. So those are the last 4, and I got John Gordon this week, so looking forward to that. Y'all have a great week. Till next time, stay safe, be cool. Thank you, Team Tommy Mac. Thanks to all of you watching here live on Facebook, and all of you that watch out there in podcast platform and social media land. God bless you all. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time right here on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. Peace.